Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War.
And today I have your weekly preview for the week of October 10th, 2022. So let's get into it. Soulforge, World Event, Campaign, Event Key Drop Table, Glory Shop, Trait Stone, Legends Reborn, Guild Wars. Lots of stuff going on this week, so let's go. Hopefully I don't forget anything. Let's go check out the Soulforge first things first, because that's what we always do. Let's get right to that cream filling of the Oreo. Alright, who do we got in the Soulforge this week? What mythics? Haven't looked at this yet. Hatir and Scroll. I think, right? Yeah, Hatir and Scroll. Vashtagon, which is weird, because I think he's also an event key drop table. That happens sometimes. Fallen Valdys and Champion of Anu. So Fallen Valdys is one of the worst mythics in the game, so we can automatically put her on the bottom. Vashtagon, useful, but gets less and less so. Champion of Anu used to use this a long time ago in my blue Guild Wars team, but there's definitely better blue troops now. And Hatir and Scroll is probably your top option this week, I would say. It's pretty underrated, and I think it's an A tier. Doesn't make the top 10 or anything, but it's, you know, A minus, something like that. Really solid mythic here if you don't have it. I don't use it a ton, but it's you know, it's for me it's like a Tesla or I don't know, other troops like that where I don't use them too often, but they're still really good. I think a lot of people don't use this very often, but Hatir and Scroll, 23 red, blue, purple, Magrim Woods Elemental Beast. Convert all green gems to lycanthropy gems, and all yellow gems to doom skulls. Summon a winter wolf or warg. Now you see that lycanthropy, and you kind of like get that hate in your eyes automatically. I know we all do, but just think of that as purple. So you're converting all green gems to purple, and all yellow gems to doom skulls. So it's a double converter with doom skulls and a summon. So it's really good. Doesn't have any good traits except for impervious, which is just a solid trait on any troop. But, you know, if you put this in like an all-beast team with a Forest Guardian who also, you know, converts to skulls, it's pretty good. I've made one before on request by, like, in the, you know, the chat in a live stream. And it's turned out pretty well, a Forest Guardian and Hatir and Scroll. So I would say this is a top 20 mythic, and, you know, up to you, Magrim Woods, Elemental Beast. Second would probably be Vashtagon. What he used to be used for was cursing in the underworld alongside of High King Irongut. So he would curse, and then High King Irongut could devour certain things that couldn't be devoured at first. So 24 green, blue, brown, Karakoth, Daemon. Devour an ally, then summon a Daemon. If the ally is devoured, deal true scatter damage boosted by my life. You can also use him early on in Delve, so you can start with like High King Irongut, Vashtagon, and like early you could just cast the Vashtagon, but he devours and delves. That's not very good, I guess, because then you don't have, you know. So I don't know, probably not, but you could use it other places and do that. He curses a random enemy when matching brown, and he has impervious and spell armor. So, you know, an above average mythic that was used for a very specific purpose in the underworld with High King Irongut. But now that we have like Elementalist and other cursing options, he's not as good. But still, maybe you could pull him out every once in a while, take the tarp off, take him for a drive. I don't know. Third would be Champion of Anu, 22 red, blue, yellow, Sword's Edge, Human Knight, Silent Stun, and drain all mana from an enemy, deal damage to them and all enemies below them. So like this week, during this world event, he wouldn't be too bad if you don't have like Dawnbringer or Guard's Avatar as a troop for the world event. You could hit the first enemy and then it would hit all enemies. And you know, he has Aegis, which I hate saying, I hate that word. Reduce damage from skulls by 60%. You can start him with 50% mana from human or 40% from knight. You know, Divine Ishbala or Holy Saint Astra. So he's not bad. Once again, he's kind of on the same level as Vashtagon, but just a little bit lower. Fallen Valdys, one of the worst mythics in the game. 24 blue, brown, purple, Draxum, Undead Mystic. Deal damage to all enemies. Explode 3 Doom Skulls. Boosted by divine enemies. Silence divine enemies. It's just a low damage, low boost ratio, and it's just not good. So it was one of my 5 worst mythics in the game. There are legendaries that do stuff like this way better, and just very ho-hum. No good, well, yeah, no good traits either. So last option there. What kind of legendaries do we got? We got Venoxia. Venoxia underrated. People always poop on this troop, but I think it's borderline top 10. I didn't use it at first either, but if you pair it with Queen Beatrix, it can really do some work. We got Venoxia, we got Frostfeather, we got what else? Oniros and Uvashka. I would say Venoxia is definitely the best. Like I said, a borderline top 10, probably more like a top 15 legendary, but really solid and up there in the conversation. 16 purple green Mist of Scales Dragon, create 9 green gems and 9 blue gems, then deal true damage to all enemies. So it makes its own color, and it does true damage, and it goes really good with Queen Beatrix, basically. Because Queen Beatrix also does true damage, also makes green, you know what I mean? So, and also has a chance at an extra turn. Miasma, poison a random enemy on 4 or 5 gym matches. Super solid and overlooked quite a bit. What would be second for legendaries? I don't know, man. Probably Uvashka. Frostfeather's okay. I think it hits all enemies too, but so does... I mean, this doesn't, but 16 green, blue, Karakoth Daemon, convert all purple gems to Doom Skulls. If there's an Eldritch minion on my team, create 3 more Doom Skulls, then summon an Eldritch minion. Actually kind of stupid, but, I mean, you could put it on a converting team. It could be, I don't know. It's not too bad. I guess, I don't know. I don't think it would be second. Maybe Frostfeather. 16 green, blue, Glacial Peaks Elemental Beast, deal damage to all enemies. If there's an Ice Storm, curse all enemies. Yeah, just really mid-range legendaries here, other than Venoxia. 16 red, purple, Divinian Fields, Daemon Centaur is Oniros. Drain mana from all enemies, inflict Fairy Fire and Burn on them, then summon 1 to 3 Nightmares. This is probably the worst, I would say, but maybe Uvashka. Probably these two are the lowest. Frostfeather, just not good, too good either, but sometimes you'll use it every once in a while in a world event. Spell damage, hit all enemies, but... Venoxia, head and shoulders above the rest. If you're going to craft a legendary, this would be the one. So, I would say Hatir and Scroll and Venoxia. As far as weapons go, I don't think we have anything. Infernal Vulge does something, you know, red and purple for Daemon. Grasping Grimoire, yellow and purple for Mystic. And that's it. So nothing too great in the weapons. That would be collection purposes, just to cover all your bases type of stuff. So yeah, that's the Soulforge. I would say Hatir and Scroll and Venoxia, 2 very solid borderline top troops, but not like must-haves. Okay, so we did the Soulforge. Let's go check out the World Event. I have a World Event team video out right now and a scoring video out right now, so we're not going to do too much here. I'll just read the lore. The Amethyst Giants were in Karakoth as Baba Yaga predicted, but we would need to fight Daemons and Warlocks to reach them. Defeat foes in Karakoth to gain tomes and Amethyst Shards. The metal spell damage, so you want to do hit all enemies. The order, we do have Hawks' graphic, so we'll go over that. Amethyst Acquisition World Event. The metal spell damage boost. The troops, yellow Divine Knight, and weapons are yellow. Scoring, tomes are worth 2 points, Amethyst Shard is worth 10 points. You want to go, the Amethyst Giant is worth the most, 20 points. The Archduke is worth the second most, 16. Medea is worth the third most, 14. Aberoth is worth the next most, 12. And then Draxius and CT are the last, and they don't pick those. Don't pick Epic unless you see Amethyst Giant, which will have the Toilet Flush emblem or badge. Above order and lowest level is best. Win 4 battles to spawn an Amethyst Giant battle and then fight the Amethyst Giant. Total points required, 32,000. Total points required per member to close, 1,067 points. Average tier buy-in per member to close all rewards. I think it was just tier 1. So if you're trying to save gems because of your dragonite addiction, you just want to buy tier 1 and do 65 battles to do your share. Some will get it with tier 0 because of Amethyst Giant's ability to drop more shards. So you might want to try to do it with no. I know some guilds require you to buy a certain amount, but if they don't, try it with no. Try buying nothing and see if you can get your share done, which would be 65 battles or so. What was it per member? I just said it. 1,067 points. So if you can get to 1,067 points without buying anything in the shop, then go for it. I had to buy up to tier 4 just because I did my team video at 4 a.m. and, you know, I didn't have any tokens yet. But yeah. Go check out the team video and the scoring video for more information. They're both already out at the butt crack of dawn. Alright, so World Event done. Soulforge done. Let's go check out the Glory Shop. We got the Amethyst Giant. It's another one of those. You know, they're not terrible, but they're not great either. They're not going to be something you're going to miss if you don't have it, but I always get it. I recommend getting at least one. Even my new account gets at least one of the new troop every week because it's pretty cheap. And you get 2 Arcane Venom Trade Stones, so that is green and purple. Let's go check that out after we look at this. 13 purple-green Karakoth Elemental Giant. Deal damage to an enemy, then convert 5 yellow gems to purple giant gems. If you get a extra turn or a match, you're gonna get a lot of mana, but there's just other ways to get, purple easier. Create a purple giant gem when I take skull damage. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell. Arcane Venom Trait Stones. Let's go check that out. Ooh, I forgot my resources. You gotta do this. Get those event keys. And I'll tell you what you can get this week with your event keys. Remember, all your other keys, you're just gonna get the crappy new mythic, so don't throw your other keys right now, or else you're just gonna get that crappy Scoprio. Let's check out event key, or trait stone. So we got purple, we got green, all colors, base rarity. Alright, so these are the troops that you can fully trait with the trait stone that's in the Glory shop right now that you can buy a bunch of with Glory. Arachnine Weaver has Creeping Doom, Impervious, and Stealthy. Enraged Kurandara, Curse of Damnation, Pool of Stars. Possessed King is here. Unstable Possession. Queen Aurora has Rainbow Link. That's all colors. Vernalis has Enchanted Vines. Yasmin's Chosen has Wild Vines. And anything else? What's Nemue have? Nothing. Venoxia with that Miasma. So you could go get a Venoxia in the Soulforge and then fully trade it. That's pretty cool. Anything else? Moon Rabbit, Empowered Converter for your Divinish Balakeelan team, if you're working on that. Leprechaun, really important for early game, the whole game really, so make sure you get that if you don't have it. I used a, I think Orange Orb on mine because I couldn't wait. Spirit Fox starts Empowered. Greed, another very important troop that you need for a very important team. Your gold farming team. Trickster has a Swift. And yeah, that's it for green and purple. The Possessed King and Leprechaun and Greed, probably the top 3 there. What else? So let's check out the event key drop table. We have Karakoth. So let's go back here. Let's go down to Karakoth. Come on. Alright, we'll do base rarity. And we'll do show all. Alright, so these are the troops you can get with event keys right now. So you got Vashtagon here. He's in the Soulforge 2. Would definitely recommend just saving everything and not getting him, but I know some of y'all are focused on your Kingdom Power. I don't even like to mention it because I think it's like one of the last things you should mention when getting mythics. You want to get all the top 10 mythics before you even think about getting mythics for Kingdom Power. Like I said on a live stream, there's a spectrum of Kingdom Power, like, you know, how much you should worry about it. And I think some people are on the very low end and they don't even think about it at all. And I think some people think about it way too much and they're like mid-game players and they hear somebody say Kingdom Power and they think they have to go get a mythic. And then when the next good one comes around, they don't have resources to get it. And they're like, why don't I have resources? Because you got the freaking Vashtagon, that's why. You can't get Zul'Goth, obviously. You have to have power orbs for that. Draxius is okay. He's a empowered converter. Same here with Eldritch Minion, empowered converter. Wall of Tentacles is good, very early game with Black Manacles. Triple Wall of Tentacles with Black Manacles. You got Sacrificial Priest, who is your soul farming troop on the best soul farming team in the game. That hasn't changed much other than the fact that Ironhawks are better in the Nomapalooza and the Vault. But still the same old soul farming team in between. So go check that video out if you need a soul farming team. Sacrificial Priest on my channel. So yeah, not a very good event key drop table either. This week, just save your resources. I promise you, don't get the new mythic. Don't use event keys. And diamonds in the Soulforge, unless you're getting Venoxia or Hatir and Scroll, you should probably save those as well. Okay, let's wrap back around and see what else is going on this week. Purple Rain, new epic troop, the Amethyst Giant. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Guild Wars going on. Make sure you set your defenses and do your Sentinels today and get your campaign done so you can get those stats. Amethyst Acquisition. Experience a new world event with your guild mates. We went over that quite a bit already. Scoring video out, team video out with 3 teams, high, mid, and low. So go check that video out. Legends Reborn, Shintang, replay the Kingdom story and unlock new pets for the Kingdom. I'm going to say this again. I know most of y'all have probably already checked out because the Soulforge and the World event are already talked about. But consider not doing the quest until Guild Wars is over. Because remember how it was freezing last time? I know some of y'all, it wasn't a big deal when it freezes. But I don't want to have even a thought in my brain that my game might freeze during Guild Wars. So I'm not going to touch Legends Reborn quest until I'm done with Guild Wars. I'm going to do the other ones. We're going to collect whatever and get the other pets and like buy other ones with gems and stuff. I'm going to do those. But the quest itself, that specific pet, the quest itself, don't touch it until Guild Wars is over unless everybody in the world is telling you that it's not freezing and it's fixed. New Mythic Troop Scoprio. It's not good. Scorpius is way better, and Scorpius is not even a top 10 Mythic, so what does that say about Scoprio? The Prismatic Key, we got 27 days left of that. Week of Karakoth. All Karakoth troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Giants. All Giants gain 10% to their skills. Bonus souls. Use the Amethyst Giant in PvP and Explore to gain 40 souls. Alright, so that's mostly everything. Let's go check out this Legends Reborn thing. Alright, so like I said, do not hit play here. You don't want to get this thing. I mean, if they say it's all fixed and it's all good, go for it. But look at this. You got 13 days. This is a Guild Wars week with tons of stuff going on right now. You got your campaign, your Guild Wars, your world event, your daily events. We got Bounty this weekend. So why add something else on top of all of that? I got my quest done in 3 days on the last weekend last time. So you can do it. Maybe just wait till next week. Wait till Guild Wars is over. Wait till Sunday when you're done with your Guild Wars battles. You can start then. You can start Sunday morning if you want and have plenty of time. You would still have a good 8 days to do it. And it only took me like 1 day to do. But, give yourself around 3 days. Over here, you're just getting defeat yellow enemies to earn magical energy and unlock more pets and rewards. So you're just collecting a collectathon type of thing. Every time you kill a yellow enemy, you're going to get that elixir or whatever it is. And the more you get, the more you work towards getting these pets. Spearmaster's Falcon, who's Spearmaster's, point boost pet. We got Liang's Panda. I've never seen a red panda in my life, but supposedly there's a fox panda. I didn't know that, but I guess there is. Looks pretty cool. This is for Emperor Liang. It's probably the most useful out of all of them. And then we have Huang Long's Fowl, which is probably the second most useful out of all of them. And you don't have to wear them on your shoulder. You don't even, all you have to do is have the troop on your team to get the, so you have to have Huang Long on your team. You have to have Emperor Liang on your team. You have to have Spearmaster on your team to get the effect of that pet, but you don't have to have the pet on your shoulder. So as we go down, so I'm never going to get this foul. I mean, you have to pay real money, and it's quite a bit. That's nutso. But you'll get it eventually later on, so just have patience. This one I will get with gems just to help my Shintang Kingdom power. You get blocked by pets quite a bit, and I feel good that I waited to go crazy about pets, because they're going to do this for every single kingdom, and we're all going to have plenty of pets eventually. Just patience is a virtue in this game. I say it all the time. Don't whip off your panties and helicopter over your head as soon as you jump out of bed all the time. Just, wait and see. It's fine. And then this pet over here, what is it? The tiger. I forget whose pet that is. Oh, Bahu. It's Bahu's pet. I'm not touching that until I'm, 100% sure it's not going to freeze during Guild Wars. Well, I'm going to have to insert this in here somewhere. I forgot to look at what was going on this week. So today you're going to be doing your campaign. You're going to be doing your Sentinels and your defense teams for Guild Wars. We got Legends Reborn going on, which, like I said, I wouldn't really touch that until after Guild Wars. The World event, of course. And then tomorrow we have Faction event. What faction is that? I think Durgaroth. So I'll make a video for that at the Butt Crack of Dawn on Tuesday at reset. So no reason to show anything in this video, because I'll have that one tomorrow. Wednesday, Islet. I think that's Karakoth, right? Thursday, Sorcerer. Really terrible class. And then Friday, we have Bounty, which is one of the best single-player events in the game, just as far as rewards go, if you get good Chaos Orbs. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on this week. You still have the new Mythic. We got Legends Reborn, we got the campaign, we got the World event, we got Guild Wars, we got the daily events, and we got Bounty on the weekend. So tons of stuff going on. Try not to blow smoke out of your ears. What I would recommend is, like, today, you get in the game, you do, just grab your Glory Shop troops, look at the Soulforge real quick, set your Guild Wars defense, do your Sentinels, then start working on your campaign, get that done, and then tomorrow, do your Guild Wars, work on your World event, do your faction, and then Wednesday, you're going to do your pet, you're going to do Guild Wars, you're going to, do a little bit more World event, maybe start working on the pets for the Legends Reborn, but you got 2 weeks for that, so, Thursday, class event, Guild Wars, finish up the World event, Friday, Bounty, Guild Wars, and then Saturday, Bounty, Guild Wars. Sunday, hopefully by then you're done with Bounty. You can just do Guild Wars and maybe work on your Legends Reborn. Make sure your World event's all the way buttoned up. Make sure your Guild Wars is all the way buttoned up. And, just start working on the Legends Reborn on Sunday after Guild Wars. So that's what I would recommend. And, yeah, I'm going to have to fit this in somewhere because I forgot. The campaign. We helped out Baba Yaga, and in exchange, she told us the most likely places to find the other crystal giants, Karakoth and Whitehelm. She also warned us of a threat to Kristara and the Underworld, a mythical onyx giant who had tried to enter this world and conquer it for many centuries, may now be using the Umbral Nexus Gate to enter Kristara. I know I always, critique their grammar, and I'm not like an English teacher or anything, but that was a pretty long run-on sentence there. So we got Construct Bane, kill Construct enemies in any battle. Win any battle using the Old God's banner, and I already did Soul Grinder. Hunting Zul'Goth, great. I'll probably have to re-roll that. Maybe go check PvP first, make sure there's no Zul'Goths there. It's only one, so I would check for at least 5 minutes in PvP, and then if you can't find any, just re-roll it. It'll probably be pretty easy, whatever you re-roll. It'll just be like kill 11 enemies or something. Just equip this banner, do Explore 1, and go kill constructs. What are we getting? Some keys for the paid side, some pet food for the free side, and some more keys for the paid side, and a portrait. And we're getting magic, so make sure you get this done before Guild Wars, because magic is the most important stat in the game. So it gives you 2 extra magic on top of all the other stats you already have. The 15 HP, the 6 attack, the 5 armor, and then we'll have 2 magic as well. Make sure you get that done. Alright, I think that's everything, y'all. So, yeah. I'll definitely link my Guild Wars teams video at some point this week. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, but if I don't, I'll do it tomorrow on the faction event video. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Go check out the teams video. Would really appreciate it. I need to shout out somebody, by the way. Jim Hambrick. Everybody, please pray for Jim. Jim is now a sinner and one with the choir, so I need you to pray for him. Really appreciate it, Jim. It's been a while. We almost got floppy there. And then another one dropped off. You joined up, and I was like, oh, okay, some breathing room. We got like 51, 52, you know? And then I went and checked, and another person had dropped off, so appreciate it, Jim. Yeah, if you're out there, consider joining, or maybe look at your, renewing or whatever. I'd really appreciate it. It's like keeping me going here. Thank you for the support on the spoiler video, all the super thanks. I'll give you guys some shout-outs too. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. It's not all about money. You can do all that free stuff, and it would really help too. Be a part of the team. Be a center. Let's go. I need your help. I can only do half the battle. I need you guys to be G.I. Joe and do the other half. Peace.